good evening, everybody. Got a little bit of a lag here. One moment. All right. And how is everybody doing this evening? Why am I experiencing a lag? Okay, let's see if that changes anything. It doesn't. Okay, no worries. All right. So it is another lovely Monday evening here in this realm. Happy to see people. Happy to see how everything's going. All right. Let's see here. Not entirely certain why I'm getting kind of a little bit of a lag back here, but that's something I'll probably have to figure out later. Anyway, good to see you, Black Fox. Nice to have you in the stream again. How are you doing? I see that but I'm hoping it's a little better than the All right. Come on now. Oh, everything just wants to be as difficult as possible right off. Doing better than yesterday. Well, that's good. That's positive. Can't complain there, right? At the very least. Okay. Yeah, I nixed the music, but let me get that back up and running here. Okay. Not sure why I'm not getting any music on here. Getting my mic, which is great, but definitely not getting any music. So that's a little disturbing. All right. Oh, I think I'm an idiot. Okay. I had my stream on in the background. That was the problem. Oh, it is always a magical, magical time with Fabi and Zeb. All right, now let me see if I can't get that music going again. Huh. I wonder why I'm getting no input. Let's try something. How did that work? Did that work? Am I getting anything? Yes! Victory! A slight victory for Fabi and Zib. I will take any slight victory I can get. All right. Well, Black Box, it's my hope that you have a good evening. At the very least, it improves for you a bit here. Things are doing okay here for the moment. Window. Just one window. the whole damn thing. Oh no, not that. This is so much to ask to have me on the screen. My Savage Rectangle. Savage Rectangle, that is a new band for me. No, no, no. My goodness. It's like every human I've ever met who tells me that I click too fast. You click too fast, kid. I do not. I'm just fast. I'm super fast. Faster than the wind. Come on. Where's good old Zib? Zib should be right there. Oh man, it's just gonna fight me every which way. This is just the best, because I absolutely love how this is just not doing what I want it to. That's how this stream always starts out, though, right? With some absolutely insane technical problems. Yes, I did see that. Charles Martinet. Oh. On one hand, I was like, well, that's good. That's good for him. He deserves all the accolades. He's done a tremendous amount of work for Nintendo. But I guess what bothered me was like, oh, we're still going to cart him around. We're still going to send him places. And it's like, that's not cool, Nintendo. Give him a break, man. He doesn't need all that. Oops. Oh, yeah, I actually haven't adjusted the music yet. There we go. All right. Yes, listening to a little bit of music from Wild Star. Game that came out back in 2014? Yeah, and then died in 2018. It's very sad. Very sad. But a very interesting MMO, very like an action-oriented MMO that uses a lot of stuff that is now used pretty standard. It kind of introduced a lot of stuff, so interesting stuff. Still struggling to try to get my stuff to work properly. Just cannot do it. Just cannot do it. If something works on this stream, you know something's wrong. Okay, well here I am. That's awesome. Look at me go. Man, oh Manischewitz. What a day. Hasn't even been a bad day. Let's try this. Chroma key. There we are. Much better. Now I can get rid of this. And it's like nothing ever happened. We are back and ready to go. Okay, so. No, I totally have not been replaced by SlimeZib. That's not true. Rumors to the contrary are incorrect. Music is epic, but it is a little loud. At least in these little ears. All right. So, I should mention, I saw this piece, the Space Kobold piece that I had originally up there as my stream placeholder, is by Martin Kirby Jackson. He is a artist for Mage Hand Press, and he just has a super awesome Space Kobold. I just saw it, and I was like, oh, I have to share it. But Martin Kirby Jackson for Mage Hand Press. Awesome dude. Awesome artist. Lots of great stuff. Check him out. Yeah, if things go right, Slime Zip has definitely replaced me. That guy, he has all the luck. Speaking of luck, we were lucky to be working on yet another page of Trap Finders today, and I tried something new. I had noticed that one of the artists I quite like, Rick Griffin, who I only realized just recently is not an actual Griffin. Um, he's a comic creator and a writer, and he also created the comic House Pets and Haven Celestia universe, all kinds of stuff. Really cool guy, really interesting stuff. And I was watching one of his art streams because, I'm gonna steal what I can. So I saw that he was doing his dialogue first, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then it's like, no, it actually makes perfect sense because I am a wordy little blue guy, and I tend to not have enough room for my text. So what I did is I just kind of followed that same principle, and I was really happy to see that all my text now has its own spot. It's legible, everything's where it needs to be, and there's still plenty of room for the art. So, yeah, just excited to bring that to you and show that with you. So, yeah, he did start doing adult work. He's a very talented artist. He's got a lot. He's got a lot going. So, hats off to him. At the end of the day, an artist draws for themselves. So, that is what he wants, and that is awesome. Doing some more of those suggestions that I got for improving my line art. There we go. Just catch his little nose. Yeah. And, it's not a big deal, honestly. Artists just draw, and that's just how they do it, so. Honestly, I've been more impressed by his writing and his other comic work, like A&H Club. Real great storytelling there. Great characterizations. That's what this stream is going to be. Me just telling you to go check out other artists. Great idea, Zib. Way to grow a channel. So I had the opportunity to play some Starfinder this weekend, and the Wildstar soundtrack just called to me. And kind of silly for him to hide it, especially just, his stuff's good. Like to think people are a little bit more chill now. Humans are very uptight. Zoom in, dummy. Oh yeah, Jessica, she's a great character. Oh, it's been a minute. I thought it was cute that she and the rabbit kind of have I call it like a pseudo relationship, but they seem to like each other, so that's cool. It's been a hot minute since I've read a good amount of House Pets. Oh yeah, A&H Club. A&H Club is really good. Just really good storytelling. His characters are really interesting. Like, he has this talent for making characters that you're like, I want to know more about this person. They are interesting beyond their design, like their physical design. Not so for Fabian Zeb. No. It's like, that's a cougar. No one cares. I care, though. I care greatly. it's pretty odd. I will say that it's kind of grown beyond its original, I think, intention of kind of a gag a day style comic, which most comics do. It's kind of one of the things I never intended for Trapfinders. Never intended for Trapfinders to be like a gag a day comic. Um, it was really more always supposed to be a narrative adventure. That's looking better already. And there's nothing wrong with those comics. In fact, I've followed a lot of those comics for a long time. Um, I still do. PvP, still one of my big favorites. Penny Arcade was, or not. Switch those around. Penny Arcade. Um, Still follow them. I still watch Mike Krahulik. Great artist. Well, we are already starting off on the TMI train. Thank you, Black Box. There we go. I always find it interesting that, like, in a for example, a horror setting, um, a little girl singing is almost always bad. It's universally bad. Doesn't even matter if it's a real corporeal little girl. If they are singing, it's bad. It's a bad sign, bad scene. Um, but if you're in space and you hear a little girl singing, first and foremost, that vacuum of space is not nearly as cool as I thought it was. But I'm sorry to hear you're in pain, buddy. Um, but it's almost always like some kind of extraplanar being that's waiting to bestow upon you the secrets of the universe. That's true. But if a cosmic horror eats you, um, chances are you've probably already gone insane. So I'm not too worried in that instance. Definitely need to find more good sci-fi music and mediums and stuff. I haven't really delved into sci-fi for a long time, and I quite enjoy it. Actually, when the new Dune movie comes out, I should see that. I haven't seen the first part, though, so I should probably do that, too. Okay, let's not get sloppy now. Let's do this the way I had intended to do it. Oh, no, not Doom, Doom, but Dune, Dune. Movie from the movie about the Frank Herbert sci-fi book from the 70s. Um, Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Herbert's book paved the way for a lot of what we know about sci-fi today. Read it a long time ago, pretty shortly after I arrived in this realm, and quite liked it. It does kind of the one thing I don't like in my sci-fi predominantly. I mean, I can take little bits and pieces of it is mysticism. It's like I'm there for the science, man. I'm there for the technology. I'm there for the beeps and the boops, man. I want them robots. It's possible there's a TV show going on. I don't have TV. Black Box. I don't have TV. Not to say I don't have TVs in this domicile, but I don't have TV. So if there is a Dune TV show, then I would love to know about it. Okay. Really getting back to this whole hands thing. There we go. That will work. That will work. Let's just... Let's just... Not Larry Elmore. Gosh, what's his name? Wayne Reynolds. Let's Wayne Reynolds this bitch. Hide as many limbs and things as possible. Yeah, it looks terrible. Hands, I think, are one of the most incredible and terrible biological features to draw. You draw them right, it's amazing. When you draw them incorrectly, it's a nightmare. And I'm fairly fortunate in the fact too that Rillians and kobolds too only have 3 digits. Um, I can't imagine how any of these artists in your realm are able to depict creatures with 5 digits. Insane to me. Insanity. You're like some kind of bug, you are. Plague of Gripe. That sounds like something I get. I get sassy. There we go. Welcome to the Fabian Zib stream, where we struggle with hands on a weekly basis. I'm your host, Fabian Zib. Okay, that's better. Okay, start trimming that down. Oh. So what else is going on in your lands there, Black Fox? How are you doing this week? I know you were a little down earlier, but I'm hoping you're feeling better. That's better. Yeah, let's get some of the wrinkles in there just so I know what I'm working with later. I know I'm going to come back and be like, what's this? Oh, cool. I'll have to check out Plague of Gripes. There's a lot of great artists out there. I wish I had time to watch all of them. Let's get the rest of this arm before we get a little too crazy. Oops. Oh, I see. There we go. The pumpkin spice monster. Don't mind pumpkin spice so much. I think pumpkin spice by itself is a pretty nice smell. I think what really gets me, especially in the wintertime, is the cinnamon. You ever gone into a store and just smelled nothing but cinnamon? Just fills your nostrils and racks your brain. It's just pumpkin spice at the very least is a kind of a mellow smell. Not only a mellow flavor, but a mellow smell. Okay, that is okay. I'll say, I take issue with that shoulder and that bicep. Yeah, cinnamon and apple, definitely great. Once I cut up an apple and I tossed it in some. I don't even think I tossed it in oil. I just threw the cut up pieces of apple in a bowl, and then I dusted it with just cinnamon, no sugar, just cinnamon. Tossed them around for a bit, put them in the oven for maybe 10 minutes, something like that, and had these lovely roasted cinnamon apples. They were so good. Not only that, they smelled great. Okay. Let's get in there and get some of these deets. Something I've found too, because apparently I'm always trying things. I put cinnamon in the Malto Meal brand of Apple Jacks, and man, oh man, I can't have it without it now. That's so good. I guess what I'm saying is, if you need to trap a kobold in your classic box with a stick trap, cinnamon would probably get us pretty easily. I knew the word trap. Obviously, it's pretty much the first word that every kobold learns. But my brain shut off because I was diverting all power to talking, and then my brain was like, "We're trying to do art." Full power to the art muscles. Trying to improve my line art, so if you see me going over and over and over something, it's because I desperately want this to look better. So I'd like folks to enjoy it. Ah, see, then I'm in good company. All right. There we go. That pillow a little bit more dimension. See, now I have a hand from a reasonable angle where you can see the thumb and make out that it's a hand. It's the angle slightly off. Yeah, dang, man. Wildstar has some nice music. Always on the lookout for new stuff. And while Wildstar itself isn't new, I have not listened to the theme, or have not listened to the OST in a long time. I had a Chula character, I remember, because it was the only character that was an animal. Don't judge me. I'll judge me plenty. There, that's better. Oh, there we go, there we go. Yeah, I'll have to catch one of his streams and see how he does stuff. Something I've been meaning to do is kind of collaborate with more artists, or at the very least, talk to more of them. Yeah, I'll check out Plague of Gripes. If he was more interested in vine fruit, he could be Plague of Grapes. But, you know, that opportunity's passed, I'm sure. I'm sure there's another person who has already claimed Plague of Grapes. Probably thinks about it every day. That's cool. Yeah, I kind of stick with my little formula here of doing games and art because the streams primarily for me were a means to keep going with Trap Finders and keep the comic running. And I think it's been doing a really good job of that. I have more pages ready now than I have ever had in the decade or so that I've done trap finders. So it's really cool to see the difference, to see how it's changed and see how things have shifted and things have gone one way or the other, what have you. It's interesting. It's a nice way of going about. Purple links. Well, it just gets more and more interesting as the day goes by. There we go. Get some. Katya wakes up and Kisuke is gone. When I originally did this page, was um, I was doing a like all silent, like no dialogue kind of thing, and um, my brain shut off again. There we go. Apparently, I'm running on low RAM because cannot. But no, I kind of split the difference. I had the last page be completely dialogueless, and then I had this one to kind of pick that back up. That's kind of the idea. Really, is that it's something that Katya deals with on a consistent basis. Is, you know, Kisuke's still a vampire. You know, can still go nuts and do bad stuff. But he's Kisuke. So. Zoom in, idiot. I'm telling you. Once I'm able to figure out more about Twitch and redeems and stuff. Oh, man. Gonna be throwing stuff at me. I've seen some interesting little additions that I can add to my streams, so. You know, when I have all the time and energy in the world to add to the stream. There we go. How is the audio and video, by the way? Everyone hearing me okay? Everyone see all right? Definitely want to make sure everyone can see. No, I have not done a straight art stream this month. No. That might be something I actually end up doing on Thursday. Just as a general catch-up. Maybe even requests or sketches or something. But probably not that, but... Okay, hey, thanks, Dynamic Cat. Hopefully you are having an excellent day. This absolutely sounds like a day at the fair with Fabian Zim. Funny because there's a lot of art that I need to get done that's not even specifically comic related. Like it's, I guess I would say comic adjacent, but not like specifically pages of the comic. Kind of like that last time I was doing turnarounds and trying to get character designs nailed down and things like that. next week I may... Is it next week? End of the month art streams would be fun. It may be out of town that day. Double checking, but I believe that's the case. Let's just take a look at the incredible creature calendarial. Yeah, next Thursday, I think I will be out of town. So Monday next week might just be a straight up art stream. And Thursday, who knows? Maybe Thursday will be a straight up game stream. I don't know. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants here, so. Yeah, end of the month art stream sounds pretty good. I will once again be hiding in my roommate's backpack, going to lands unknown for reasons untold. I think we've all made that face in the morning. Oh, that's good. Welcome home, Black Fox's girlfriend. Zoom in, idiot. He says, and then doesn't zoom in. Quality art stream. What's the bard say now? Regular art stream, regular art stream. Heck, this music would work really good for almost any kind of campaign. Like, it obviously would work really well for sci-fi, but just good. Oh man, Canadian Thanksgiving is early. I mean, geez, like December rolls around and you guys are probably on Easter already. Dunking eggs while the rest of us are digging out our driveways. That neck. Oops. Well, that arm went terrible. Oh, I see. I'm completely off my sketch is the problem. That is one thing, folks. You draw a sketch. Probably good to stick with it. I don't know, Black Fox. If your Thanksgiving is in October, then I think all of your holidays are pretty discombobulated. Or do you guys just do a randomizer? That'd be kind of neat. Christmas in March. Ooh, Christmas in summer. That would be wicked. Then you have all winter to enjoy the cool stuff that you got for Christmas. This is a great idea. And then every year it's different. New Year's is like, you know, October 30th. And everyone's all messed up. Like, wait a minute. It's not technically the end of the year. And then you're just like, shut up, old man. The future is now. I've thought about this a lot. Arms are great and greatly hard to do right. Let's get those pillows in there because those will help us to find where everything else is. Nah, man, I'm thinking holiday randomizer every year. We just have a randomizer program, and on I guess you'd have to have like one or two like absolute staples. Like it has to be like maybe the randomizer day is January 1st, and then it picks a day for every holiday. Lines need to be better. It's like I want to take my line art and shake it and be like, do better. Draw better hands. I see. Well, when you view time as a construct that's usually worthless, a randomizer for your holidays seems like a great idea. Yeah, the War of 1812. Very interesting. From what I understand, America's hat fought back. It's true. That's the history. The entire U.S. government was out. I believe they were. I think it was a recital or a pageant of some kind. Not sure. But yeah, the entire U.S. government was out. Canada snuck in, had a party, and then burned the White House down. That is history, man. You think we'd learn? You think we'd learn? Probably shouldn't put the keys to the White House under that same rock. And then you guys wrote an overture about it. It's like, even had cannons in there. It's like, come on, man. Okay, let's get some of that background in here. Got some drapes. Got some nice plague of drapes. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd be careful saying that on these internets. Get some Mounties coming to your house. We got some reports of someone threatening to burn down the White House, and I honestly think it's hilarious, but we gotta take you in. You might be a domestic terrorist, so just go ahead and grab your hat. Causing international incidents since 2023. Only Fabian Zip. I am the only one who is allowed to cause international incidents. You have a line tool, you blue idiot. There we go. Look at that. Look at that straight line. Straight line in the wrong spot, but straight line nonetheless. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's worth all the cookies. I'd say Mounties, man. They are no joke. I know they make a lot of jokes about them, but Mounties are no joke, man. Got some well-trained individuals. Any people that have to deal with something as massive and uncontrollable as a moose, I have respect for you. I think the biggest land mammal we have here is the, gosh, just deer, which is like a poor man's moose. It's not even something cool like elk. Elk I can get behind. Actually, you can't really get behind elk. They will kick. They will kick you very, very hard. I will go flying. There will be cheers, memorials. It'll be a whole thing. All right. There we go. Wow, we're actually making pretty good time. Ah, yes. I was quite sad to hear that Queen Elizabeth passed away. I know lots of people have different opinions on her, so no worries there, but she seemed a very interesting person. I'm really actually quite pleased, given the amount of time I've spent on this comic. I'm really pleased with how it's grown. Even in instances like early on when I moved from black and white to color. Again, I was doing black and white for no other reason other than, oh, this will be easy. It was not easy. You ever tried to color a scene with multiple shades of gray? Oh, so the RCMP founder was a retired Queen's Guard? That's interesting. Yes, the maximized color spray. One of my favorites. Ooh, we're getting a little Celtic here with this music. I like it. Sassy. Was there was a lamp on that table. See, I can remember stuff. Black Fox, I got a chance to see the new Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish. You seen that yet? That's a good movie. Just a little too high up. Let's get in there and draw it. Use your elbow to draw it. Or at best, use your shoulder. Don't sit there and use your wrist because you're not going to get straight lines and everything's going to look like garbage and then everyone's going to call you out on it. And you'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm just a kobold on the internet. And no one will care. They'll be like, we expect better from you, Fabian Zib. We expect better. And they'll have a long walk to dust in the wind. Here we go. Music got all contemplative now. I like it. Very much a hero's journey kind of song. Oh, I really hope you get a chance to see it. I think it's on Netflix if you have that. If it's on Canadian Netflix, I don't know, but I think it's on Netflix, and I really liked it. I was surprised because I didn't really read anything about it before I saw it, and John Mulaney is in it, and he's one of my favorite comedians. So I was just like, oh, well, this is a treat, and, you know, of course, Antonio Banderas is in it, so you gotta love that. That's a fine-looking lamp right there, and it's almost actually in correct perspective. It's a little bit out, but you know what? I'm not going to put a gift lamp in the mouth. There we go. I realize that this should probably just be the it should probably just be the thumbnail. Everyone's gonna be like, wait, what? Oh, is your Netflix not working properly, or is it through your landlord? All right, there we go. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but got 3 panels down, and we've only been going for less than an hour. We might actually get to some coloring today. God help you all. God's help you all. Here's our little guy. Here's our little guy. Let's zoom in on his little face, because it's very small in this picture. Yeah, he usually streams around this time, which is cool. I've watched him in the Roo Crew quite a few times now. Oh, gotcha, yeah. That whole thing is stupid. It's like Netflix. Shooting yourself in the foot, Netflix. Stop doing that. Look at this little guy. Look how smiley this little guy is. What a smiley guy. Smiley Cyrus over here. Disney has more money than God. They really don't need more, but I'm just a little blue kobold. What do I know? Oh my God. Look at this little peanut. He's a peanut. Look at him. I think I just gotta adjust my brush settings because I am just baseball bat this entire time. Oh, cool. Getting a little Mass Effect-y in here. I like that. There we go. Look at that little face. Oh my God. He's just a peanut. I love it. There are some times when I put Kisuke together that I don't know what it is. He just makes me smile. Like, look at his little face. Look at that little face. It's adorable. Oh, man. It's jamming for Starfinder, and all of these sound awesome. Like, all of these songs sound awesome. If I was to do a digital Starfinder game, I'd definitely be using a lot of these. The nature of Predator. No, I don't know what that is, actually. I'm a little bit in the dark on that. Sorry, Black Box. Is that like a true crime show? So I'll tell you what true crime show is amazing. It's Forensic Files. I think I've watched every single episode of Forensic Files. Oh. No, I haven't. Actually, I had read it for the longest time on my little magic rectangle and just realized that it was just not helping me at all. So I got rid of it. So Might have to jump back in at some point and take a look. Oh, cool. That's nice. That would be better. Okay. Let's zoom back in and redo those. That trapezius is not looking correct. Neither was the collarbone. Oh, one channel does voices. I like doing voices.
As if you couldn't tell from all the games that I play.
Okay. One day I'm going to learn the name of that muscle in the neck so I can shout it and yell about it. Today's not that day. Today is not that day. Learning something very quickly off the internet? Nah. Complaining about it? Ding. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to throw back in there was her tail. Because her tail is in there. And why is there a... Oh my, what happened there? Excuse me, madam. Why do you have an enormous draw line on you? Let's just... I don't care what I'm doing with Kisuke over there, but let's fix this. Sorry, bud. I'm just gonna undo you for a minute here so I can get that draw line taken care of. I do not want to go through that. That's like intersecting 8 lines. Ugh. Glad it's done, but jeepers creepers. All right, let's get this last one. Oh, AI voices. Well, you lost my interest there. Sorry. Not a fan of AI voices. As somebody who has a voice, which really should be all of you, don't think AI voices are the way to go. Still, I gotta say I'm not a fan of the AI stuff I've been seeing coming out. And a lot of it is because it's the attitude, I think. That's fine if he can do the voice himself, but I'll say I don't think those AI voices are very good. Don't like the AI art. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this coffee cup done properly because that's where I am at right now. There we go. I hope to never do it, but I feel like there should be a compilation of all the times I say "there we go," because I'm thinking it could be like its entire thing. Nah, it's okay, Black Box. I can go ahead and check it out if I want to, so appreciate it, though. There we go. There it is again. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Oh, I'm once again off sketch. That's why. Another kind of reason that I'm off sketch a lot here is because I'm trying another technique that another artist showed me, um, and a lot of it is to kind of simplify your line work. Um, but the sketch is lighter than I've ever had it before, so I'm not seeing it clearly. This isn't an excuse. I mean, it definitely is, but it's definitely not an excuse. Um, but that is one of the reasons that I've been kind of off kilter for some of these lines. There we go. Okay. Get that torso in there. Come on, get in there. All right, let's make this guy smiley again. I will have to go about getting her tail back in there, but that's okay. Don't know if I'll do his... Well, no, then he looks manic if I do. All right, let's... There we go. Saving, of course. Very appreciative of Clip Studio Pro saving because I don't save a lot. If the program is any indication, I don't save at all, like, until I get done, and, like, that's a very bad idea. You think I'd have learned that by now, but nope. Not learning lessons with Fabian Zeb. Fortunately, with stuff like Clip Studio, I don't really have to worry about it, but not every program is so nice. I think I mentioned this before. I'm actually coming up on page 350, halfway to 400 pages. I just can't believe that. On one hand, I can believe it because it's just like, yes, I remember drawing every single one of these pages. In fact, I remember drawing a couple of them twice. Ah, yes. Power outages. Something I worry about, but fortunately, with the magic rectangle, I'm free to wander a bit with my saving. Used to draw on a PC tablet monitor, and it was wonderful. It was a very good monitor and a very good. It's still a great monitor, but yeah, it does not do the drawies anymore. Kind of disappointing, really. It's just enormous drawing tablet just does not work. Should get someone to look at it. Just tell me exactly what's going on. The other issue is that, like, 9 times out of 10, these tablets aren't supported by my computer. So this is a nice little contemplative song, now isn't it? It's very vulnerable. Very pretty. I like it. Yeah, well, it's just one of those things that happens. Fortunately, the tablet monitor itself didn't cost me much, so I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. All right. I don't know if Kisuke is looking more, like, relaxed or creepy here. Maybe a little bit of both. That's right. He has a thing of hair out. That looks terrible. Let's try that again without being terrible. Something else I've noticed about space music. It can be very sinister, kind of like this track. It can be very sinister sounding, but it's also calming. It can be very quiet. It doesn't have to be some enormous fanfare. It can be some really subtle, quiet, creeping song. One of those ones that kind of gets you before you even realize you're listening to it, and then you don't even realize it. Uh, it's cool. Music is cool, man. Okay, yeah, he looks way better. Certainly seems like they're a couple. Who's to say? Those Rillians kind of do what they want, so. We kobolds are much more organized. Oh, there you go. Now it's picking up. Growing terror. I like this. This to me sounds like a revelation or the waking of some cosmic entity. Or even, yeah, even just like the revelation of the hidden bad guy's machinations. That kind of stuff. Music can do a lot. It can really bring a scene to life, or it can really kill it too. There you go. Make it your superpower. Played music in the short time I was in Bardic College, where I realized that Bardic lifestyle was not for me. At least at that point. Oh. I don't know why I decided to focus on the background. Let's get this stuff done here. There's that snoot again. There we are. Okay. A little bit of potion to keep me going. Hard to focus on my voice. Oh, but I'm so loud. Just in general. That's why you notice it. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, my problem is that I hear a specific music level here, and then it looks like I broadcast a different music level. Still learning a lot of this streaming stuff, so definitely appreciative of all the slack that folks have given me. You know what we're going to do? We're going to draw that bed frame first because it'll be a hassle later. There we go. Why don't I put it on sketch? Because if I do that, then I don't have to draw another, like, 4 inches of Kisuke's torso. And you know what? 4 inches of Kisuke's torso is just too much for me right now. It's just too much. It really isn't, but there we go. Well, I am offended that the music would try to be louder than me. I am Fabian Zib. I am the loudest blue thing in the room. There you go. Oh, I use blue for my sketch work. I don't use blue for my line art. If I don't mess up the entire piece. Could we not do this? Could we not mix up everything? The sketch, which I have wisely locked so I'm not working on that layer. The sketch I do almost entirely in blue. Just to make it stand out, to make it differentiate. You can see all the scribbles and all the funky little lines and stuff that I do. But yes, the sketch is almost always in blue, or at least some other color that contrasts with the background. And again, that just makes it easier for me to draw on top of it. But what I'm doing with this page, and probably pages going forward, is just dulling that line art down to a very low level. I think you can see it's like at 11%. Um, so it's very difficult even to see, from what I can tell on the Twitch side of things. Um, it's hard for me to see it. That's why I've been messing up so much. Um, but yeah. I typically do the sketch in blue, and then my line art in black, which that's another technique. Some artists have a nice lineless style. I really admire it. I have no idea how to get started doing that, and I don't even think I could keep going with it. Oh, and I am a silly thing. Also, I think the music just died. Did it? Music? Cabin music. Can you hear me? This is Admirable Blumen. Oh, yeah. We went through the whole first volume. That's awesome. Great album. Fantastic album. Lots of great stuff there. Lots of great things to enjoy. A lot of good songs. Hey, mini player, you gonna pick up on this thing? Of course you're not gonna. Why would you? Why would you? That is exactly how this works. There we go. Am I getting anything now? Of course not. There it is. I'm not even going to bring up the volume that high because I know the first song in the Wildstar album goes hard. There we are. For parallels, yes, it's another tool that's they threw in there. It's what I'm running right now, and have been since I started streaming. I'm running on a Mac Mini M1, and one of the ideas I had for ensuring that I can get content that is typically locked to PCs is to use a program called Parallels, and that just basically runs Windows 11 on my Mac at the same time as everything else. Pretty cool. I have not fully gotten that kind of integrated yet, but working on it. Yeah, it's always exciting. It's always background software stuff is always exciting. Let's make sure I get her tail in there before everything gets too involved. Oh, I'm sure Dynamic Cat's fine. There we go. Yeah, from what I've pieced together, Black Fox, a lot of people who watch my stream typically put me on in the background and do something else while they're watching. So I know anything about Dynamic Hat, they are probably at work or busy or both. Overall, I'm super happy with this page. Got a little slowed down, but yeah, super happy with how this turned out. Yep. Mondays seem to be a pretty quiet day, so I might even start shifting away from Mondays. Yeah, that's our page, guys. Really happy with how this turned out, actually. I'm very happy. I can't always keep to this, like, 4-panel format, but this experiment worked out really well. Really happy with it, so very cool. Should I start any of the old coloring? I don't think I'll start coloring yet. I actually, funny enough, I have so many pages that are inked and not colored that it's becoming a thing. It's becoming an actual problem. So I'm going to instead, I will work on those in my free time, my quote-unquote free time, because I have so much of that just floating around. I can just grab it out of the sky. Ah, free time. Tastes like freedom. Also, I'm really happy with how the dialogue turned out in this one. I just thought it was cute. It's funny to me, so I love the idea that Keisuke is a morning person, and Katya is absolutely not a morning person. Because that dynamic always works. Let's fix that a little bit. This theme is beautiful. Into the unknown. I love that. Just imagine a starship soaring through a nebula, silently making its way through the endless reaches of space. There we go. It's funny. I find it very interesting that so many space themes, songs about space, and songs that are meant for space media, things like that, they always have this really just beautiful horn section. It's so regal sounding and noble. I don't know. I like hearing those themes. I like hearing that kind of emotion put into it. Nobility of space travel. Someone liked my clip from the last stream where I was talking about in Tunic, how he's so small and how could he possibly do anything, and then he just make waggies and keep going. I thought that was really fun. Glad somebody thought that was cute. Okay. That's a bit better. and then any movement lines that I have. Um, I tried doing movement lines in black before. They really don't work very well. White is a much better um, it's a much better indicator because it stands out from the background. It kind of implies movement a little bit better. So normally I would have like a line here, like a foof kind of line, um, but I'm going to do that in white once we start doing the coloring phase. There we go. Yeah, I have a little bit of both of those, Black Box. I have a problem with it where I love to stay up late and work on things, kind of like this comic. And I also am pretty okay at getting up in the morning, like earlier. Um, it's not a great combo. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not a great combo. It's definitely a it's a mixed drink you pretty much don't want to touch. Take that, microphone. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call that inked and ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and step back on the old magic rectangle, and probably a good reason too, because a magic rectangle is down to 36% battery. It trucks really well. Like, it does a nice job, but woo-wee. Sometimes I unplug this thing, and it's like, oh, well, that was close. Yeah, just super happy with that. Okay. These themes in WildStar are just really, like, universally likable, at least in my opinion. All right, and now, my good WildStar, I will have you step back. You have done very well this evening. Ta-ta. There are 3 volumes of WildStar music that I was able to find. Interestingly enough, NCSoft, the company that owns WildStar, the guys behind City of Heroes, City of Villains, a few other games as well. They have no intention of re-releasing the soundtrack for WildStar, which to me is asinine. I saw that on the composer's Twitter. I was really disappointed to see that they won't be re-releasing it. So if you see it in the wild, pick it up. It's from what I can tell here, it's an amazingly well done soundtrack. Okay, so let's see here. What are we gonna do now? Well, I do know that we're gonna shift to gaming mode. Wata! Yes. Very quick. And I believe I don't still have Tunic running. No. when I don't shut down the game properly, it always comes back to um, like a what is it? Like a blank screen, and it's just funny. It's just funny to me. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on the other side of the page. Zoop and whoop. There we go. Were you waiting for handmade sound effects? Oh, take a look at this background as well. I don't even know where this is from. I just saw it and I was like, there's dragons everywhere. I believe it's from a fighting game. And honest to God, this is it looks like a ruined mall that was turned into a dragon sanctuary, which honestly I think it'd be perfect. But yeah, I love this background. Just thought I'd point that out. I really like the background. I like the background I chose. This is the content that you can only get from Fabian Zeb. Okay, one moment here. Now, my intention was to find a game to warm up with, something fun and something something quick. Um, but um, gosh, let's see. I always have so many plans, and they always tend to just kind of go right in the garbage once I hit that streaming button. So, um, let's see. Ooh, I do have a new adventure game that I will pop out there at some point. I'm loving Tunic, so that's okay. But yeah, there's another adventure game that I want to play that is awesome, and some that I've just found. I actually just uh, you can see them all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This definitely looks like the food court was removed for the dragon pool. Uh, yeah, I have a couple of adventure games that I think are interesting. I feel like I have a couple different kind of running playlists here, and one of them will be ye good old adventure games, and then one kind of have like an off the wall kind of stream with Fall of Porcupine. God, Fall of Pigeon. Um, yeah, no, I've got another one that I might be jumping into very shortly as an interlude between once if we finish Tunic, if we finish Tunic, because Tunic is hard. Okay, let's get this going. Enough with the yapping. We're gonna play a quick game of what I like to call furry Game of Thrones. You know it, you love it. It's Armello. And if I can get it to actually show the crap that I want it to show, you're in here somewhere. You're in here somewhere. I know you are. Oh, for Pete's sake, come on. No, I want a window. Boop. And all for Pete's sake. All right, normal problems, normal problems. Same as always, same as always. No, see, that doesn't show me anything. Da, 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 da. Boop. And am I getting anything? I'm not. Boop. Nope. Nothing. Fantastic. Yep. There's plenty of zibs. Plenty of zibs. All right. I would love it if this stream could not completely nosedive every 5 seconds. All right, just a moment. I believe we almost have it. That is me. Can we just get Armello? That's all I'm asking for. That's really all I'm trying to do here is just play Armello. Well, geez. Okay, remove that. I think I need to watch some tutorials on how to best manage your stream because Fabian Zib does not appear to know what the crap he is doing. Window, Armello. Show me Armello. Gosh darn. Location capture, maybe? Armello? No, of course not. Why would it actually show what I'm trying to do? No, of course. Okay. Let's try this again, just for fun. Let's see if I can't I mean, if Armello doesn't show up, then maybe Tunic won't either. Okay, well, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Okay. Now, can I get Secret Legend? No. Really? That just strikes me so strangely why it wouldn't pick up on that. Just show me Secret Legend. That's literally the game we're trying to play. Ah, shoot. Okay. Give me just a moment, folks. I'm going to try something here and see if I can't get this working. Give me just 1 minute. Oh, did you see Tunic for a second? Okay. Well, there we go. 1 second of Tunic. That's what we do every week. Well, can I get one of the displays to do? No, nothing is showing up. That's the weirdest thing. Dang. Okay. Hmm. All right. Might go back to art if this keeps up this way. All right. This just makes me feel like I'm digging around behind a TV, like trying to get the cables to work and making sure that it's on channel 3. I might fly over some people's heads, but still. So that's this. Great. This is nothing. Let's just remove that. Boop. Boop. You know what? Let's get rid of this too, just to make sure everything is starting from scratch. All right. Yep. And yep. Lovely. Wonderful. Can I get a window? Secret Legend. I just am getting no video. That's the dangest thing. I didn't, but that's a good call. I actually just made a new instance to try to just kind of redo it entirely, but it just does not want to show up. This is always going to be one of those things that I end up having to close OBS and like end the stream in order to fix. Like I guarantee that's probably what I have to do. Shoot. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. Not at all. Okay. OBS is a very temperamental piece of tech. It definitely is not friendly. Although it is, I should probably make sure I shut it down more regularly. So I'm going to drop the stream real quick and come back with Tunic. So I'll be right back, folks. Sorry for the interruption. I will be right back to you.